In this video, I'll be talking about what to do when you're asked to step outside of your comfort zone. In a recent Course in Miracles study group call that I facilitate on Sunday nights over the phone, the question came up about what to do when you're asked to step outside of your comfort zone. This might be public speaking, doing a presentation at work, or doing a task at work, perhaps, that you are really uncomfortable with. And there might be a lot of fear surrounding that, fears of judgment, fears of failure. The fear can be intense. I have a few passages that I would love to share with you today that have helped me so much with this, and also some action steps that I'll get to later on. There is a quote from A Course in Miracles that says, "If you knew who walks beside you on the way that you have chosen, fear would be impossible." Whatever it is that you're asked to do to step outside of your comfort zone, you're not doing it alone. That is something that you have to absolutely remind yourself of, because it's so helpful to remember that you're not doing it alone. Years ago, my mom shared a passage with me from St. Therese of Lisieux, who's known as the Little Flower. She was a young Carmelite nun in France in the 1800s. And these few sentences that I'll read from her autobiography were really, really helpful to me and so beautiful. So here it goes. "I saw immediately that the task was beyond my strength. I threw myself into the arms of God as a little child, and hiding my face in his hair, I said, 'If you wish to give through me what is suitable for each, fill my little hand, and without leaving your arms or turning my head, I shall give your treasures to the soul who will come.'" That's paraphrased, and it goes on to say that if the person who comes likes what she offers, she gives credit to God, to Spirit. If the person doesn't like what she offers, she doesn't lose her peace over it because she knows it didn't come from her. So that was always such a helpful passage for me to think about, just burying my head in love's presence, burying my head in Spirit, in God, whatever you want to think about it as. And through me is that extension that I don't have to worry about what the results are. This also makes me think of another passage from A Course in Miracles where sometimes what comes through us might be kind of surprising. It might seem kind of startling or embarrassing. And there's actually a quote in the Course in the Manual for Teachers that speaks to this that I'll share with you now. It says, "A major hindrance in this aspect of his learning is the teacher of God's fear about the validity of what he hears. And what he hears may indeed be quite startling. It may also seem to be quite irrelevant to the presented problem as he perceives it, and may, in fact, confront the teacher with a situation that appears to be very embarrassing to him. All these are judgments that have no value. They are his own, coming from a shabby self-perception which he would leave behind. Judge not the words that come to you, but offer them in confidence. They are far wiser than your own." So helpful, right? So I'll leave you with these steps to remember whenever it is that you're asked to step outside of your comfort zone. First, as I mentioned before, remember that you're not alone. If you knew who walks beside you on the way that you have chosen, fear would be impossible. Number two, because you're not alone, remember to ask for help. Remember to turn to Spirit within and say, "Help, help me, I'm willing." Spirit's there. It's there for us to call upon. Number three, remember to pause, to take a breath. The ego is a chatterbox and will fill the mind up with incessant, relentless chatterbox thoughts. And so we need to pause and take a breath to create a space to let words come rather than get caught in those swirling thoughts in the mind of what am I going to say next, or what are they going to think? Pause and take a breath and let the words come. And then finally, trust that the words that come are coming through you, and therefore they're not yours. They're coming through you from guidance and trust. So thank you for joining me on the journey. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and grab my free meditation at FromAnxietyToLove.com. Love you.